Hi, Bob. It's Alistair from Zavvi in the UK. A pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Hi, Alistair. How are you?
I'm great. So you've said that the first Nobody was kind of a cathartic experience for you because you got to sort of like channel your frustrations from, having your home essentially robbed into that film. I was just wondering with Nobody 2, were you channeling any frustrations from any nightmare vacations you've had in the past?
Oh, of course. Of course. Listen, you have little kids, you're exhausted. You go, we're going to go on a vacation. Let's make it great. You pick a place, you get the tickets, it's going to be awesome. And of course, there are just as many frustrations getting to a vacation place, and, you know, people get sick, and you're late for the plane, and it's filled with anxieties and challenges. And so it was great to act that out in a film and let those things build up inside of Hutch till where he explodes in the arcade because one too many things go wrong.
I know that after Nobody, you still sort of like kept up with the training just because you knew you wanted to do another action movie. So,
Well, I did it for two reasons. I wanted to do another action movie, but also it's more interesting exercise than normal working out. You know, people when they work out, they sort of have their go-to activities, and it gets very boring because they don't change it up. But when you train for screen fighting, you have to kind of train your whole body and you have to engage your brain. So that means like a boxing workout and movement workout. It's way more interesting, way more involving than normal exercise.
yeah. But were you also partly doing it because there were like some sort of specific stunts that you were wanting to work up to that you
Yeah.
couldn't get a chance the
Yeah,
first
they
time
still
round?
won't let me do a 1 inch punch.
Right.
They won't. And I always want to do it. They let me do everything I ask for. But you know the 1 inch punch, Bruce Lee?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, you're not quite at Bruce Lee standards yet, but I mean,
You're very kind. No, man,
but
I'm not. And I'm glad they won't let me do it because it would be the wrong kind of laughter it would elicit.
no, I mean, you cut me off. I was about to say, but you are at Jackie Chan sort of standards because I know that he's sort of a big influence on you, and when you're in
He
this
is.
action
Okay,
mode.
so I can't do the gymnastic things that Jackie has done throughout his career. He trained since he was a kid. If you know his story, he trained from when he was very, very young. And of course, I started training when I was 54. So I can't kick like that. I can't jump like that. But I wanted to work in the comedy into the fight. And I got to do that, especially within the duck boat fight in Nobody 2. That's the closest I've come to a Jackie Chan style fight. And I'm really proud of it. I'm thankful they let me do it. And I'm thankful that it seems that the audience so far that I've talked to, see, I was a little concerned that it would throw off the tone of the movie because it's not really the tone of Nobody Won, that duck boat fight, you know? And, um, and I don't think people are, I don't think it's bumping them at all. I think they're enjoying it.
Yeah, no, it's slapstick fun, I
Yeah.
think. Exactly, bringing me back to those Jackie Chan movies. But as well, I mean, I think another thing that this movie gets into is it's far more about Hutch's relationship with his family than the first movie. And I saw
Yeah.
that you and Connie had loads of discussions about their shared backstory whilst shooting the first one. So I just want to know what from those discussions made it to the screen.
Well, we had a sequence that I helped write that was the history of Becca and Hutch, and we saw where they met. And I think that if the only thing that matters, and it's not a spoiler, is that everyone noticed that in Nobody Won, there was sort of an unspoken understanding between the husband and wife that this was a part of Hutch's world, this violence, or had been a part of his world. And then at the very end of Nobody Won, they're looking for a new home because their home was burned down. And the wife is the one who asks, does it have a basement with a smile? which is where he had built his sort of safe room for the family. So it tells us that she does know about his double life and about his past. So that means she's party to it. She's agreeable on some level, to this aspect of Hutch. So who is she? And one of the themes for me of Nobody Won was when you're in a long-term relationship, a marriage, it's very easy to forget who the other person was when you met them, how cool they were, how capable they were, and what a free agent they were. They made a choice to be with you. And you can forget that as the years wear you down. And I wanted in Nobody 2, I wanted the wife, Becca, to remind Hutch that she was a kick-ass person when he met her. And she has free agency too. And I wanted to see that on screen. And I told Connie about that, and she was thrilled because she's trained for screen fighting in Gladiator. And so she was like, I'm up for it. Let's go. So keeping that as a theme in Nobody 2 was something I had wanted from Nobody 1, and I'm thrilled that we got to act it out.
Yeah, well, I've been told to rap, but more heart, more humor, exactly what I wanted from a Nobody sequel. But Bob, a pleasure having a quick chat with you, and
Good talking
congrats
to you,
again on the
Alistair.
movie.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care.